Well, hello, fellows and fillettes. I am launching a new series for members only starting today here on YouTube and over on the Patreon. You can find the links to both of those subscription areas below. There's going to be a series about the whole chronology, not in any order though, but you know, from when I started working in games to when I stopped, like an over 20-year period, covering everything, the hits, the misses, what we learned, the experiences. We'll throw some interviews in there sometimes with Sony specific people that were there when we worked in these games. All that'll be collected in this War Stories under that umbrella.
The thing was, at that point in time, when we went from cartridges to CDs, everyone was saying, what do we do with the CD? Oh, we can put video on it. So people thought the future of gaming was video.
Right.
And so you had all these things that were like Ground Zero,
Texas, Ground Zero, Texas,
and Night
Sewer
Trap,
Shark, yeah.
So that was what Sony, being a media company, thought was their future. And so that, you know, they were going heavy into these things. They had like 5 of them in development at one point.
You were the guy who fucking saved Jet Moto, right? People in the studio loved the game, but it came out, marketing didn't believe in it, and you got pissed and said, look, give this fucking game a commercial because you're fucking morons. You don't see what I see. And when they gave it a commercial, the thing went on to be a million seller. Is that what happened? That's kind of how I remember it.
That's pretty close. We were operating under a really tight budget. The whole image-soft relationship to Sony Computer Entertainment America and to Kutaragi and budgeting. I mean, we were pretty much on our own.
Here's exactly how War of the Monsters was born. I took a screenshot that pretty much almost looked like this, and I took another screenshot that, I don't know, looked like this, and I made them split screen because this was before online gaming on PlayStation, and I sent it off to the guys in Utah, and I said, let's make Twisted Metal with giant monsters. Progress continues on our Chase to Vegas mode, which, as you may recall, has one team trying to get a semi loaded with nukes across the desert and into Vegas. If Team A can reach Las Vegas, they can detonate the bomb and blow up Sin City. I go over to look at what was the Humvee's name? Warthog. And we're driving around and shit. And I look at Warthog and he's covered with daisies and flowers and rainbows and it's very girly and pink.
Who's so cute?
And one of the artists on the team was just like, oh, I was just making a joke. I thought it would be funny. Not that he wanted to ship it with that. He was just doing something stupid. Well, the producer of the game tore that motherfucker a goddamn new asshole in front of everybody. It's saying Shannon's cumulative over 3 years, she makes 1.2 million. I would be making 1.8 million. And they're saying that would rise to 2.4 for Shannon and 3.3 for me. I don't know why they were giving us different amounts because her and I made the same at Sony. Now, some of this is videos from the archives on this very channel that maybe members have seen before. There's a lot of really interesting stuff, at least I think so, about God of War, the making of Twisted Metal. There's even this that's going up right now over in the member section that shows you the very first PlayStation game that actually we thought was going to be the meta PlayStation game. You'll see. This is talking about the very first time we ever put Twisted Metal on paper and figured out what it was going to be. And then there's also the failures. This is a game I worked on called Dark Guns. There's a lot of footage in there about it, a lot of stories about how it was created. If you ever wonder, I think the thread that you'll find in all of these stories, though, is if you ever wonder, whatever you think of Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo and all that, if you ever wonder how PlayStation development, product development became, across all their studios, one of the premier game creation companies on the planet in the history of the business, I think you'll find this interesting. None of us had made games, certainly with the people I worked with and my bosses and whatnot. So to see how it went from that to become who they are today, I think is such a neat journey. I love that I got to be a teeny tiny small part of it, and I want to share some of that with you guys. So I'll post clips here and there for free, but if you want to take the whole journey with us, that'll be happening over on Patreon or right here on YouTube on the members only channel or on the members only section, which you can find somewhere on the playlist on the main page. So check it out. Consider it. Regardless, I hope you're well. Hope you're safe. And I'll see you on a live stream soon. Bye.